once again, everyone. It is Monday evening, and it is the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. Hope you had a good weekend. We're starting the work week on a pretty nice note, but it's not going to be nice for very long. We've got lots to talk about, including rain and wind, and even some wet snow chances this week. But first, let's do a quick review of where we've been so far in November, kind of taking stock of both temperatures and precipitation. We're almost 3 weeks into November, and it's been a warmer than average month, that is for sure. 5.7 is the number we are currently at, above the average when you combine highs and lows. Graphically displayed here are daily highs. We reached 60 this afternoon. We'll flirt with 60 again Tuesday and Wednesday. Probably the last time we're going to have a chance of hitting 60 for some time. In terms of precipitation, of course, it's been another fairly dry month, as has been the case for the last few months. 1.56 all we've recorded so far at the Youngstown Warren Regional Airport, but we are going to add some to those rainfall totals over the next several days as the pattern turns much more unsettled. Our sunset this evening are right on the nose at 5, officially in Youngstown, 5 o'clock again tomorrow evening, but after that we're in the pre-5 o'clock sunsets for some time. 3 weeks from today, on December 9th, 4:53, we actually reach our earliest sunsets in early December. They actually start getting a little bit later the closer we get to Christmas. Now, the sunrises continue getting later all the way into January, but our earliest sunsets actually occur during the first half of December. All right, on this Monday evening, here's our next weather maker. We've got a wound-up area of low pressure out here, warm front extending off to the north like this, cold front down here. There's a severe weather risk on the southern end of that cold front this evening, down across parts of Louisiana and Texas. For us, warm front heads our way tomorrow, and a pretty good chance for some rain as we head towards midday into the afternoon. I think a lot of us will start to see raindrops by about noon, 1, 2 o'clock. The overall intensity on the lighter end of things, but just plan on the second half of our Tuesday being pretty soggy. I think the rain will fade away towards sunset, leaving us with largely dry weather for the overnight. Don't forget to go to the Storm Tracker 21 app to check out these hourly rain forecasts, or hourly forecasts in general. Anytime you can get those on the Storm Tracker 21 app. Tap on hourly down at the bottom. Right now we see our rain chances reaching a crescendo early to mid-afternoon on our Tuesday. All right, so that's rain chance number 1. Rain chance number 2 is on Wednesday. So after a dry night for the most part and a dry start to Wednesday, this front kind of fades away, and a second front, and as a low pressure system starts getting going, second front appears in the weather maps by Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. I think this next round of showers will be a little bit later in the day than tomorrow's round. Notice some blues starting to show up. We're going to talk about the snow aspect of this system coming up, but for us, it'll be a gusty band of showers mid to late afternoon into the early evening on Wednesday. And then by Thursday morning, the colder air is here, and I think Thursday morning could be a snowy one in places like Indianapolis, and especially north of there up towards Fort Wayne, South Bend, Toledo area, Detroit area as well. Our risk of snow around here may not be quite as high. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but don't sleep on the wind aspect of this Wednesday band of rain showers, especially late afternoon. This could be accompanied by some, a burst of wind of, on the magnitude of perhaps 30 to 40 miles per hour in gusts, mostly again late afternoon, early in the evening on Wednesday. This is a big air mass change that's coming our way. So, a lot of times when we have big air mass changes, particularly cold fronts, they are accompanied by wind, and this will be no exception. All right, so accumulating snow chances. And when we talk about accumulating snow chances, we mean more than just flakes in the air, enough to stick on some surfaces. We think there are 2 maximums here, the way things look right now. I think as things get going Thursday during the daylight hours, there will be one maxima over here, right underneath our upper low. But I do think that the core of that upper level energy is going to try to pinwheel to our south, keeping the highest snow chances, likely to our south and west. I also think as this whole system comes east, later Thursday into Thursday night, there will be another maxima of snow accumulations in the mountains of West Virginia and heading up through the mountains of Pennsylvania over towards the Poconos, the Catskills, and up towards parts of upstate New York. We might be kind of sandwiched in between, where we probably will try to see some snowflakes, but does it stick to a whole lot? Will there be impacts? I think the chances here in our local viewing area are lower than they are off to the west and off to the east. But today's only Monday. The models have been going all over the place over the last couple of days with this idea, and so we've got to keep our antenna up for more changes to the modeling over the next couple of days. And of course, we'll keep you updated here on Weather for Weather Geeks on our newscasts and on the Storm Tracker 21 app as well. This is a big cutoff low pressure system that will be pivoting and dumbbelling through the Great Lakes. Now, again, the exact path of this and orientation of this will be very important when determining who has the best chance of modest accumulations, even several inches of snow. I think underneath this upper low, someone's probably going to try to get a handful of inches of snow out of this. I would kind of suspect at this point the most likely areas are southwest Michigan, northern Indiana, maybe far northwest Ohio, and then in the mountains of the Appalachians off to our east. But that's just, again, the way things kind of look right now. This upper low will then just sort of dumbbell around the Great Lakes for Friday and the weekend, and going nowhere in a hurry. It's going to keep our weather kind of unsettled with gusty north to northwest winds, more rain showers, snowflakes. If this were the dead of winter, we'd be talking about a lot of lake effect snow. I think the temperatures will be very marginal in this situation at the end of the week and into the weekend, which means I think we're going to see a lot of cold rain showers with maybe some snowflakes trying to be mixed in Friday night, even into parts of Saturday. But I don't think from the ground on up the air will be cold enough to support just plain old snow the entire time. In fact, I think it'll be warm enough for a lot of wind-driven rain showers. A little sneak peek at what the models are showing explicitly as far as snowfall amounts in our area through Friday at daybreak. As you can see, it's not much. Generally, our models locally are showing an inch or less. Now, we're not going to take this to the bank, and we're certainly not going to put that in any official forecasts here on Monday evening, but here on Weather for Weather Geeks, sometimes we take a first look at snowfall totals for upcoming systems as we head into the winter season. And so, as you can see, the models right now are not real gung-ho on any sort of significant accumulations through Friday morning. One thing for sure, snow or no snow, it's going to be a lot colder at the end of the week and into the weekend. Now, this isn't going to be the coldest late November air mass in the world, and as I said, it's probably going to be warm enough to support rain showers a lot of the time Friday through Saturday morning. But yeah, a definite change. 61 Wednesday, 39 Thursday. Lower 40s will be the rule through the weekend. But you'll notice in the run-up to Thanksgiving next week, while not exactly a warm pattern, compared to the average, not bad. Our averages are falling quickly at this time of the year. By Thanksgiving, our average high is in the mid-40s. And so as it looks right now, that run-up to Thanksgiving does not look particularly warm or particularly cold. Still a little too early to say how much of a chance we'd have of any precipitation for holiday travelers on that day before Thanksgiving, which of course is always a very busy travel day across the country, and it's too early to talk about anything for Thanksgiving in terms of our precipitation chances. We can take some educated stabs, though, at the overall temperature regime, and as I just showed you, it looks fairly unremarkable next week. I do think that this is a largely not very mild pattern through early December. Not super cold, but not very warm either. So, early December might bring us some chances. If the air masses are cold enough, it might bring us some more chances of some wintry precipitation early in the winter season. And of course, this is the place to go for the most in-depth analysis and forecasts for Eastern Ohio and Western PA. It's Weather for Weather Geeks. Thanks for watching on this Monday evening. I'll see you back here on Tuesday.